Alright, here we are with my probably most requested video. Um, I get a lot of requests on how to journal and stuff, so I'm gonna make this video teaching you guys how to properly journal. And I'm telling you right now that if you do what I'm about to tell you to do, and you actually apply yourself and you make the changes that are necessary within yourself through this process, I can guarantee profitability. If you have a working trading system, trading model that you know works and that is profitable, but you are the one that keeps messing it up, if you follow this simple plan, I promise you, and you apply yourself and make the changes necessary and do the hard work that's required, the hard work meaning not acting on your impulses, which is the hardest thing a human being can do. So basically, just not being a human, um, rewiring your entire thought process. If you can do that and follow this simple format, it's over, bro. It's GG's. Um, so this right here is, let me open it so I can see it. This is like, I heard this one time. I forgot where I got it from, but someone said this and it stuck with me forever. They said you can have a trading model, but you also need a mental model. And I never thought about it like that. Like, what is your mental model? Like, what is the steps that you take in your mental that that will prevent you from going on tilt, doing all that stuff, etc. And I never thought about that. I never thought about it like that, like how you have a trading model and you also need a mental model. I never thought about it like that, so I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, let's get started. Step one: don't be lazy. Um, Journaling will sometimes it will feel like there's no point. It'll feel like it's not doing anything. It's not improving you, and you won't want to do it. But you need to do it, because if you don't, then you're going to keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again, month over after month, week after week, sometimes even day after day. And some people are like, oh, I don't need a journal, that's just a waste of time. I don't think people realize that you literally have over thousands of thoughts every day. Like, you think that you're like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I learned this about myself. You don't think that is going to get lost throughout the other thousands of thoughts or hundreds of thousands of thoughts that you have throughout the week? Like, you got to be, it's just important to write stuff down, just so that you don't forget about it, right? And if you follow this process, while writing it down, you'll be able to write the right stuff down. And it's just important to journal, bro. Don't be lazy, and put in the work. This is the work necessary. Journaling about yourself, how, what mistakes you are making. You have to learn about yourself. That is the hard work in trading. The hard work in trading isn't chart hours. It's not watching price. It is learning about yourself and making the necessary changes in yourself. And I'm gonna say it again. That is the hardest thing in trading, is changing yourself, right? Changing the impulses, not reacting to them. So step two: it is always your fault, never the market. It's never that's never your friend's fault because he was bullish and you were bearish at first, but then you switch your bias to bullish and then price ended up going in your favor, and then you're like, oh, it's my friend's fault. No, bro. It is always your fault. It's not the market's fault. It is not the broker's fault. It is not the weather's fault. It's not anyone's fault except yours that you blew your account. Because at the end of the day, it was your choice to add on that size. It was your choice to take that extra trade that you knew you shouldn't have taken. It's always your fault, bro. You have to have self-accountability if you want to make it in trading. So step two, that is step two. It's always your fault. Have some self-accountability. Even if you can't understand why it's your fault, or you can't see what you could have done differently in the moment, just sit there and keep thinking, bro, because it will come up. The why, the reason that whatever happened will always come up if you just, oh my god, bro, this guy, stop. I forgot that you guys can, like, I forgot I'm recording, and like I was just like blocking her out. All right, I need to take that toy away. I'm not gonna edit this out either because I'm not gonna edit this video. So, all right, let's get into it. Step 3. All right, this is where the real journaling process begins. So, step 3. Ask yourself why, aka break down your thinking patterns, be honest with yourself. So, what this basically means is whatever you do, whatever mistake you make, whatever flaw that you have within yourself, there is always a reason why. And you have to ask yourself why. And you have to be honest. That's the most important thing, is being honest. No matter how ugly your inner self might be, no matter how, disappointed or unsatisfied you are with that flaw, you have to be honest, and you have to write about it, because that's the only way that you're going to overcome it. You can't run away from it. So ask yourself why. For example, I wrote down some examples here. Why am I over leveraging? Over leveraging is a very big problem in most people's trading, and it will be different for everyone. That's why this is why I'm telling you guys to ask yourself why, because the reason why I might over leverage, or the reason why someone else might over leverage, might not be the same reason why you over leverage. So you have to do the work yourself and ask yourself why. And really, 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 really ask yourself. Don't just say, "Oh, he's over leveraging because he wants money, so that's probably why I'm over." No, bro. If it's a different reason, bro, you have to sit down and think, bro. Use your brain. You literally have the most powerful source of anything. Like, you can, like, bro, I'm not even gonna get into that, but your brain is literally the most powerful source of anything in this universe. So make sure you apply it, and ask yourself why. So let's get into these examples, but don't take these examples and automatically assume that it's the same for you. You can relate to it, but I still want you guys to do this on your own without watching this video. Sit in a room by yourself and just sit there and think. And if you still resonate with this and these are why you do it, then this is why you do it. But I just want you guys to do the work on your own, just to make sure that this is really why. So example 1, why am I over leveraging? Because I want to be rich, and I see all these people with money, and I want to live like them. Mainly, I just want money. I over leverage because I just want to be rich. Why do I want to be rich? I want to be rich because I see all these people on social media driving these fast cars, living in these big houses, and they seem so happy, and I want to be just like them. Or I'm in a financial situation where I need money desperately, and this is the only way I can think of getting quick money. So those are some examples, and then I wrote down some other stuff. Money is not, like, this is what, like, can combat those thoughts, or like, this is what, like, awakening, like, this is what you should be aware of, that money, first things first, right? Give me this. So my dog is just like, as soon as I want to start recording, bro, she was literally just sleeping, and as soon as I hit start recording, she just wants to freaking start just acting up, bro. So back to what I was saying. You see all these people on social media with hella money, fast cars, big ass houses, jewelry, whatever, and you see them living happy. You want to live like them, but money is not the source of happiness. Always remember that. Money can give you freedom, and money is very, very useful in this life, but it's not the source of happiness. You can easily find happiness while being broke. You could just go to the park and talk to someone you've never talked to and experience that human connection, and that will most of the time will very likely give you happiness if that other person is a good person. But you don't need money to be happy. And then another thing is, like, if you need money badly, and because you're not satisfied with your life, and you just want to live like everyone else you see on social media, you can Ask yourself, what can I do outside the charts to be more fulfilled with life, so that you're not constantly trying to change your life overnight because you hate your life right now because you don't have any money and you see all these people living the life that you want to live, or the life that you think you want to live. So that's just one example. Another example is, why am I scared every time I enter a trade? So like I said, just figure out these flaws that you have within yourself. It will be different for everybody. These are just a few examples out of the hundreds, if not thousands, of reasons why people do what they do, or the mistakes that they make. So please, like I said, after you finish this video, open up a journal, get a pen, and just write and think. No phone, no nothing, no distractions, no TV. Just sit there and think. Use your brain. So example number 2: why am I scared every time I enter a trade? Some people have a fear of being wrong because they just don't like being wrong, and that could relate to outside of trading too. If you get in an argument and you hate being wrong, there you go. Another thing is past trauma of, just any trading experience, whether it was an over leveraged trade or a trade where they had no stop loss, and that is called scar tissue. And most of you guys watching, if you have past trauma, are unaware. But the moment I said past trauma, or like right now, you can immediately remember that exact trade that is causing you so much pain and suffering. And every time you take a trade, you get flashbacks of that trade, that scar tissue. And most of you are unaware of that, but now that we're talking about it now, you're gaining consciousness of it again, and you're thinking, you should be thinking like, wow, I can really see how that one experience is really affecting my trading. So it's good that you're watching this, and hopefully if you have some past trauma or scar tissue, you're aware of it now, and you can see how it's affecting your trading, and you can start working on that. So something that I personally struggle with, for an example, is accepting drawdown, and that can lead into over trading. And the reason that I have a problem accepting drawdown is because I have trauma of blown accounts, and it's like a pain inside of me that every time I take a losing trade, or every time I end the day in drawdown, it feels like, in the moment, like right after I'm done trading, it literally feels like I blew my account. I can't explain it, because it's like a feeling that only I have, unless you also experience the same exact feeling. But it's hard to explain to someone who doesn't experience this, because like I said, everyone will have their own struggles, and not everyone will have the same struggle as me. So it's like whenever I have to end the day in drawdown, whether I take 1 to 2 losses or 3 losses, that feeling of just being in drawdown, like right after I'm done trading, like while the emotions are stirring inside me, everything's going on still, it literally feels like I blew my account. And then that will lead to me trying to, prevent that pain from getting any worse. And I don't know if I'm making sense, but like the thought of blowing my account is already inside my head. So it's like, oh, well, I don't want to blow my account. Like I can't, like I said, I can't really explain it unless you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the best way I could put it is, I end the day in drawdown, and then right after I feel like the account's already blown, so I want to try and get out of that drawdown. That's the best way I can put it. So yeah, I want to try and get out of that drawdown right away to fix that pain that I'm feeling, and then that ultimately leads to me just blowing my account and that pain just getting worse. So basically, I don't think it could get any worse in the moment, and then it does get worse, and then it's just like, damn. So yeah, those are just some examples. Like I said, this is the most important part, and this is where all the work will be done, is asking yourself why, figuring out what you struggle with, what you struggle with, and why you struggle with it. Not why someone else struggles with the same problem. Oh, I over leverage, he over leverages, so it must be the same reason. No, it is not the same reason. It could be the same reason, but most of the time it's not the same reason. I've talked to many people about their psychological struggles, and I can tell you right now, most people have different reasons why. So let's get into Step 4. Rewire those thinking patterns. Did I spell this wrong? No. Okay. Rewire those thinking patterns to positive affirmations. So this is the final step. This is the step that you're going to be doing every day. The step that is putting in that change into your brain so that over time you get less impulsive, less negative thoughts, and over time it gets easier to do. So these are some examples I wrote down, but I'm going to say it again and I'm going to keep saying it. It will be different for everyone. You have to figure out what you need to tell yourself, what you need to work on. So these are just some examples. Even though I can make more money on this trade, I know there will be more opportunities in the future. So that is for someone who likes to over leverage and they have a hard time seeing out into the future. Is my mic on, bro? Please tell me my mic's on. Okay, it is. Even though I can make more money on this trade, I know there will be more in the future. Great saying, something amazing you can tell yourself right when you feel that impulse to over leverage. You see that trade and you're like, damn, bro, if I just add 5 more contracts, I can make $2,000 more. And you're not even thinking about how much you could lose, bro. Trust me, bro, I've been there. But yeah, just tell yourself these positive affirmations. Have them written down if you need to. I highly recommend that you have them written down at first. Just have them in front of you on a sheet of paper next to you while you trade, something like that. Next one, even if I lose this one trade, it is okay because I follow my rules and there will be more opportunities in the future. So if you struggle with losing, if you enter a trade and you're fearful of losing, you're fearful of being wrong, this is a great saying that you can tell yourself. And then another one is, I can take this trade, but it does not align with my rules/model, and I know that if I lose this trade, I will regret taking it. Missing this one trade doesn't matter because there will always be more. So if you're impulsive and you have FOMO, you see any kind of trade idea, and you think, oh, this one's gonna hit, and then even though it's outside your model, even though it doesn't align with your plan, you just feel it's such a strong impulse just to take that trade and make some quick money because you fear missing out. This is also a great saying. I highly recommend you guys write down at least 3 of these positive affirmations for yourself. Whatever you struggle with, at least do 3 for each different scenario that might happen, figuring out your triggers, what causes you to go on tilt, and then having these positive affirmations to, so you don't go on tilt. Step 5, repeat every single day. That's it. Repeat it every single day. At first, it will be easy. Well, at first, it might be hard because you won't really see the point in it. But once you start to see the growth in yourself, it will become easy, and then it'll become hard. So it'll be hard, easy, hard. Because it'll be hard after. It'll be hard after it becomes easy because then you will think that, you made it. After you see the growth in yourself, you see some payouts, you see some consistency for a few weeks or maybe a month or 2. You're like, damn, I made it, bro. I don't need a journal anymore. I don't need to work on myself anymore. I made it. And then as soon as you get complacent like that, he comes right back. So it's an everyday battle, everyday process. You will always be learning more about yourself continuously in trading and in life. You will never master life, just like how you will never master trading. So you just always got to put in the work, no matter how useless it may seem in the moment. Over the long run, bro, these little improvements that you're making day by day, the compound effect within your personal growth will translate over to the compound effect of your trading. So the compound effect chart of your personal growth will be identical to the compound effect chart of your trading results, if that makes sense. And then step 6, enjoy the life of consistent profitability. If you can do what I just gave you, you made it, bro. Every single day, though. There's never a point in trading where you can be like, Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But enjoy the life of consistent profitability. Every day it's a battle. Um, you know, you're always gonna have. Okay, think about it like this, right? The you now, and the you in 5 years that's making consistent money from trading, you're going to have the same exact thoughts that you have now. You're going to have the same exact impulses that you have now. Everything all the thoughts that you're having now, you're going to have in 5 years. Even if it's not as often, you're still going to have those thoughts. And the difference is that in 5 years, those thoughts are going to be like super super tiny like monsters. You're like, here, let me try and like give you a comparison real quick. So like, boom. So like this is like your thoughts. Open image, new tab. All right, so right, this is like this is your thoughts in five. Oh my god, bro, what are you doing, dude? Bro, she just took the eye out of a bear, bro. Like, how do you even do that? Back to this. All right, so think about it like this, right? This is your thoughts now, right? This is your thoughts now in Clash Royale terms. These are your... Okay, why is the image so small? These are your thoughts now. These are your thoughts now. What am I doing? These are your thoughts now. And you see how it's like a big monster? You know, it's so strong. It looks like, you know, it looks very hard to defeat. These are your thoughts now. They're very strong. They're very... they have a lot of control over you. And they're very powerful. And then in 5 years, these are your thoughts. A little weak monster. So this is the only difference between you now versus you in 5 years. Your thoughts now versus your thoughts in 5 years. So that's like the best way I can put it. Your thoughts now have a lot more power and control over you because you are not really you're not really putting in the effort to take control over your mind instead of your mind having control over you. And then in 5 years, after you put in all that work and now you are the master of your mind and you are the master of life. I just said that backwards. But you guys get what I'm saying. These are your thoughts now versus your thoughts in 5 years. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is my PC, bro? I hope it's still recording, bro. But yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. That's pretty much it for this video. It's pretty much it for journaling. If you guys have any more questions about how to journal, just put them down in the comments. I read every single comment. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll have my Discord link in the description, and I also have a Henkel Trade live broker if you want to trade live in the description. Other than that, I ain't got much else to say about this video. But please make sure you apply yourself if you are going to do this. Don't just sit here and, you know, watch this video and then go back to doom scrolling, rotting your brain on TikTok, bro. After you watch this video, sit down with a notepad and a pen like this. Let me make sure you guys can see. Like this. And learn something new about yourself. Even if it's just one single thing, learn something new about yourself that you didn't know before. And with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys take action on whatever thoughts that you're having. You know, you can think, oh man, I'm about to learn so much about myself. I'm gonna journal so good. And then your friend sends you a TikTok, and then you're back to doom scrolling. It's like, bro, come on. Like, you gotta lock in, bro. You gotta apply yourself, all right? So make sure you apply yourself, put in the work, and be safe. And I will talk to you guys in my next video, which will be who knows when. But until then, be safe, and I will see you guys later.